It's Wednesday. This is what we have sold. And we have a couple other things that we have to do after this. But I'm going to let Rich start with this piece because I don't really know anything about it, to tell you the truth.
This is a turntable head shell sled. So a phono cartridge attaches to this, and this slides into the head shell pocket on the tone arm of a turntable. It's from a dual 1229. It is vintage, late 70s, early 80s turntable. Now, this came from a turntable that was in pretty bad condition, left out in a garage, so it was not restorable, but parts and pieces off these vintage turntables can be worth quite a bit of money. This little tiny piece of plastic with 4 wires is brought $30 on eBay plus shipping. So something to keep your eye out for is to research turntables that bring a decent amount of money, and when you come across them in busted up condition, see which pieces can be removed and how much they go for as replacement parts. It's the same thing I do with the phono cartridges. When I find a turntable that's really not worth much, but the cartridge could be worth, close to $100, so I always pull it.
He's made some really good money off of turntable parts, so I used to roll my eyes at it. Now I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, absolutely, because I've just watched him. He's made some really good money off turntable parts. It's almost ridiculous. Now these were a bad buy. I've had those listed for close to a year and a half now, which is crazy. I don't know. That is a good brand. I'm thinking it's got to be the size. They are I believe a 6.5. Anyways, I bought them for $1 at a garage sale. So really, I mean, the price point right off rip was like, it was there. For $1 brand name pair of shoes, it really was a good buy when I bought them. I bought 2 pairs. Now, I've sat on both of them. The other pair still hasn't sold. I ended up taking a $15 offer on these. I had them listed for $20, so it wasn't like an outrageous offer. And obviously at this point, I just want them out of here. Stale inventory, it needs to go. So I took $15, bought them for $1 at a garage sale. Kind of glad to get rid of them at this point. Now both of these sold over on eBay. Both of these sold over on Etsy. This piece, I keep telling you guys, these original Motionettes of Christmas, I get decent money for them. Especially if they're, I have never sold one outside of the original box. Even if the box is destroyed, it has the box, so I can prove that it's the Motionettes of Christmas. I think these were from the 80s. But as long as they have the box, I get pretty decent money out of them, like $40-50. This one does have a little crack on the base, so I got $40 for it. Obviously, there's some old tape and stuff. It's not in perfect condition. It does work. It does light up. She does move. All in all, good purchase. I believe I got her from one of Casey's auctions, but I picked up a few of them right around the same time, so don't quote me on that. I may have got this from a thrift store, or I may have bought it from Casey's for $2. I don't quite remember. I know there's another one in the selling room that I definitely bought from Casey's for $2. That's basically the same thing. The box is just a little different. But yeah, that Telco Motionettes of Christmas, I do really well on these. Sold that for $40 plus the cost of shipping. And the vintage Captain snapback hat. I think it's funny that I recently in a video said I don't do well with hats, but I really don't. I don't do well with hats. I've had this one listed since last winter. So it's been, I don't know, 7-8 months. And it finally sold for $18. Now, I picked it up from an estate sale over the winter for $3. So, for the amount of time that I stored it, I don't necessarily think it was worth the $15 profit. Plus, I have relisting fees into it on eBay and over on Etsy. It was also listed on Mercari and Facebook Swap. So, for the amount of places that I tried to sell it, it sat around for a really freaking long time. Glad to move that along as well. So, these are the things that we are about to get boxed up and shipped out. And again, thank you to the school who's been saving boxes since before Rich was in the hospital. So for a while, they've been just throwing them in the stairwell for me. So they've got quite a few shipping boxes now, which is freaking awesome. Alright, cool. We got all the boxes unloaded. We're back at home. And I am currently setting up a porch pickup for this huge trunk. Now, if I remember correctly, we garbage picked this thing. We went like a couple weeks where we garbage picked a couple of these trunks, and this one kind of got buried in the corner, and I never listed it. It's pretty clean inside. It's not bad at all. I had it up on Facebook Marketplace for 30. Somebody offered me 20, and I told her I'd take 25 if she can pick it up today. So she's supposed to come by when she's done with the gym. We'll see if she actually shows. Facebook Marketplace, anyone that uses it knows it's kind of a sketchy platform. I'm hoping that we didn't drag this upstairs for absolutely no reason, because it's actually pretty freaking heavy. But it'd be nice if we get the $25 for it. Bam! Trunk is gone. It actually got picked up. $25. So I'm assuming the money's probably under here. Indeed, there it is. Man, I need to clean that. That's getting kind of gross. $25, and I'm pretty sure I garbage picked that trunk. Cool. This is the next one that also got buried, kind of ended up using it for a coffee table. We also garbage picked this one, and as you can see, it's not in the greatest condition. Some of the wickers just coming apart, but the inside's all right. I'm thinking I might just put it up for like 10 bucks and see if anybody wants it. If not, I'm gonna burn it. We've made it to Thursday morning. These are the two things that we have sold. Both of them were sold over on Etsy. We haven't sold anything on eBay or Mercari or anywhere else. But we did all right. This mirror, I'm pretty sure Rich bought at a thrift store? Question mark, question mark, question mark, because I don't quite remember. I'm not entirely sure. We haven't had it that long, but I mean, it's been maybe 4 months. And we sold it over on Etsy for $30. I don't remember what we paid for it, but it wasn't $30, so we definitely profited. Oh, I'm doing swell this morning. And the St. Lucia pennant we got with a bunch of other pennants from one of Casey's auctions. I paid $5 for a stack of them. I've already sold a couple, and I'm already in profit from that stack, but just to add to it, we sold that one for $15. And I still have, I think, 3 that I haven't even listed, so I should probably get on that. We are going to get this stuff boxed up, ready to go out, and then we're going to go find some garage sales. Alright, boxes are loaded. We've got snacks. We did have to set one thing in the bin for a porch pickup. That's a cover for like a receiver of sorts. So that's $10. It should be picked up while we're gone. We've stopped at a couple. We've not purchased anything yet, but I did garbage pick a wooden box. I think after this we're going to stop by Salvation Army and check that out. Yeah, we didn't find anything at the garage sale, but we did find a Salvation Army. We've done okay at this one. We've only been here a couple times, but we're going to check it out and see if we can do well again. Well, so far, not so good this trip. We haven't found not a thing. We looked up 2 things that weren't worth grabbing. Everything is broken. Everything I've picked up so far has been shipped, which is super bummy. Their decoration selection doesn't look all that fabulous either. Okay, well, it doesn't look like we're bringing anything home with us from Salvation Army. I think we're gonna go hit some more garage sales. And then there just comes a time where you're seriously starting to polish a turd and you just cut your losses. We only purchased one thing, and it wasn't even a great thing. A set of Homco owls that are worth about $10. We paid $1 for them. There is a 3rd owl that goes to this set. If you can find this and the 3rd owl, it's worth about $15. But with just this one, probably $10. I grabbed this out of someone's garbage at a yard sale, so I saved that. And then it looked like there was metal in this bag, but I don't really know what it was, but it looks just like scrap. I don't know. Unfortunately, that looks to be a very old light fixture, which is pretty depressing. But it looks like there is some crystals that I might be able to salvage off here as well. The crystals I can sell individually on eBay and Etsy for replacements to other lamps. Oh my gosh, I am so bummed about this lamp. Look at that. That is old. That is really old. Oh, that sucks. There is even the light bulb that goes to this now that it's been electrified. I wonder if there's any way to salvage this. It's so pretty. Urgh, why would somebody do that? That just like really makes me mad. I don't know. I'm not sure if there's anything I can do with this lamp. There's like all the pieces, but they're all bent and busted. I don't know. I don't know if I can salvage that at all. But I do have a lot of these crystals, which is good. So I might make some money there. Figures, the one thing I made good, decent money on while we were out is the thing that I didn't know that I garbage picked in the wooden box. That kind of saved our butts for today, honestly. I'm okay with it. I seen whilst doing the dishes that the case was picked up. I mean, $10. It's been listed on eBay for frickin' ever and it just hasn't moved, so Rich took it off and kind of just is purging inventory that's been sitting stale for too long. $10 is better than nothing. Alright, so I am listing the Cats by Nina vase that we picked up thrifting. And last time I was at the grocery store, I finally remembered to grab batteries to test this thing. Now I need an opinion. I am fairly sure he was supposed to say something or make some sort of noise. Or why else would his mouth move? That's all he's doing. Is that all he's supposed to do? Does anybody know? I feel like he was supposed to do something else. That doesn't seem right to me. I'm fairly sure that, hold on, let me turn him off. I'm fairly sure that's a speaker. Am I wrong? I'm thinking this thing isn't working correctly, which sucks because it's so cute and I really do like it. I will just keep it and use it as decor if it doesn't work. I picked it up from a garage sale for $2 and I guess that was my bad for not being able to test it. Just, let this be a lesson to you. Test everything. Very rarely do I end up with something that's not working properly, but this wouldn't have happened if I would have been able to test this. Like I said, I'll keep him and just use him as decor in my house if he's not working properly, but I need your guys' opinion. To me, I feel like he was supposed to do something else, talk, say something, which he clearly isn't doing. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. I am going to finish this listing and I'm going to be done for the evening. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.